I'm pleased to share with you that Animato Strings has a few Italian violins for sale, and also one A.E. Smith violin that was made in 1912. During that year he stayed in the United States, and that's where he made this violin. It's a very unique violin with an ellipse engraved on the back of the violin. I found a clip where this violin is featured, a clip that was recorded about 8 years ago in 2007, in November 2007, in a Sydney violin shop called the Violinery, run by Charmian. So I cut this clip out of the original video and I will attach it to this little introduction. Thank you.
About Olive's age.
Now, I believe you have coincidentally...
Yes.
What have you got coincidentally?
Well, you know, these coincidences are such fascinating things in your life, aren't they? Well, A.E. Smith, Arthur Edward Smith, our great Australian violin maker, died some years ago, and we every now and then get one of his instruments in the shop, like sort of once every 2 years or something like that, and they usually sell fairly quickly. But just recently, we have 4 in the shop now, and we just sold one, so we had 5 Smiths in the shop, which is almost an impossible coincidence. Come over here and I'll just show them to you. We have this one, which is a very early one. This one, I think. This one is from 1912, and it's got a little ornamentation on the back.
What would have been there? Some sort of
I think he
badge,
was
perhaps?
probably copying something for somebody. You know, all the violin makers, people will bring in their instruments and say, here, copy this. And I think we probably this is a copy of somebody's instrument that did have some little ornamental thing on the back like that.
Fascinating.
Isn't it? And
all of these are Smiths?
All these 4 are Smiths.
And would you class him as the best Australian violin maker?
Well, he's certainly the most famous one, and he was also the hub around which the entire number of luthiers have really come from Australia, sort of rotated. He was the teacher. His shop was the place where everybody went to learn, and so many of our very, very top Aussie makers, Harry Vatiliotis, Philip Burgess, and many of the others, all were in and around his shop.